talking about anyone specific?
We accept the love we think we deserve.
Can we make them know that they deserve more?
We can try.
One, two, three, one, two, three. All right. It's time to start. So let's go like this, first of all, because volume seems a little bit on the lower end. And then, hi everybody. Hi everybody. We are kind of 10 minutes late, but I put a very stock starting soon image together just before starting the stream. So here we go. Each and every time a little bit better. Oh, last time we struggled with the maximum upload limit in megabytes, which I used to know, and that's the reason why it came to me at a certain point during the last stream, and then we actually figured it out. I mean, we tried to change the directive in the php.ini file, which wasn't there, to be honest, and we tested that it had an effect, that the file wasn't uploading before because it was bigger than 8 megabytes, and when we moved the limit to 16 megabytes, everything was fine again. So now we know again which is the limit for our system, where is it is set, and the target for tonight is to make it much more explicit even for the user. So it must be stated in the GUI, so the user knows which is the maximum size for the file, and then we make sure it's enforced. So if a user tries to upload something bigger than that, the file will never touch the back end if the user didn't tinker with our front end. But to be sure that everything's kosher, we'll also implement a check on the back end, because if the file reached that size, it should stop before crashing down the road, because one of the main problem we had last time is that it broke in a very strange way, meaning that you know, let me draw a sketch here. If Krita starts up today, here we are. Okay, let's say I lost the pen here. Ooh, that's sluggish. Live, it's really sluggish. I didn't expect that to happen, but okay, I'll try my best. Let's say we want a pitch black color, and we are just drawing. So the god, this is our request, and after the I mean the HTTP request. My god, it's more difficult than it seems while streaming, because the cursor has some lag. I move it and it's just slightly off, and everything happens a little bit kind of lasso effect. So here we have the headers of the HTTP request, which are displayed in the browser. Let me do something here. Yeah, better. Which are displayed here. I mean, if we have any request, I mean, if we load the page, this is the view for our request. The request headers are these ones. These can be are presented here. Where is it? Here. Headers. Okay. When the request, then there's an empty line. This one is empty. And then the body depends on the kind of request. What we are talking about here, if you remember from the last time, is that if we are posting an image like this one, which is the one that created a problem for us because it's 9.7 megabytes large. What happens here? Look, request entity too large. What happens here is that the payload will have this we don't care because it's in the query string. The form like this in the body, which is here. Every part in a multi-part form data, but this is not multi-part, it's just one part, starts with dash dash. Okay, so it's dash dash, some random string, which depends on the client sending the request. In this case, it's Chrome, and in fact, it wrote something like WebKit form boundary and then a random string. And when the part is finished, we get the very same string, which is unique. It can't appear in the body itself. So we are sure it's not prematurely terminated. And then at the end of the string, 2 dashes again, just to signal this is not the beginning of a section, it's the end of a section. Last time we were getting rubbish instead of this, and that's because probably there's something like the data was sent to the backend anyway, but it was truncated. So what we were getting was some random, not random, those bytes were the content of the image somewhere in the image. Towards 8 megabytes, because that's the limit. So now, moving the limit up, we are able to get the entire image on the back end. And I'm kind of curious to see what happened here, because the response that we got is still 413 request entity too large. So what I did off screen last time, because if you remember last time, the browser was not sending requests to localhost anymore. It was just hanging. It was working fine with 127.0.0.1, but not localhost. I restarted the computer and everything went in the right place. So I won't investigate further. It's just the development environment. What I did off screen was to change my Docker file. So let's start from there. NVIM Docker file, and add these two lines, which take the php.ini template we have in the container installed where PHP is installed, and then copy it over in the same folder to the php.ini actual file. And then we use sed to go and change this line, which says that post has a max size of 8 megabytes to 16. And just to be sure, we can enter the container. I mean, let me move to the folder just to, it's not, we don't need it, but still. And if I move to, what was it, etc. user local, etc. PHP. Here, if we try to see how php.ini is done, you can see that post max size is not 8 megabytes anymore, it's 16. I'm kind of curious to see if there's some lower limit, like upload max file size is 2 megabytes. Maybe we move this to 16 and restart the whole system, because if not, PHP won't read the php.ini, or maybe it will do. Yeah, it would have. Okay, maybe restarting Docker was not necessary, because I didn't notice the last time, it was kind of late, this response code, but that's not right. I mean, if the file got to the backend and the backend did process the file, we definitely want this to be 200 or 201 in case we created something, an entity, so it should be 201. Sorry if you see me yawning so much, but I didn't sleep much tonight and I'm very tired, and after the live stream I will have to work kind of 1 hour more, but I was saying that it's 413 and we don't like that. Let's see if now it changed. Yeah. Yes, it seems better. It seems better. So there are two constants that must be changed. It's not just the post one. So let's move to the Docker file and write like something like this. What was the key again? User local, etc. PHP vi php.ini, and it was upload max file size. And here we are. So let me try again to reproduce what we had before. It should be doing that right now, because if I do that, pending is not good. Okay, it's just slow. Warning, failed to open stream, HTTP request failed. That's even worse. Let me try on an element that we didn't load yet, because there may be some other bug there and I don't want to. This time it's set to 100, so I'm at a loss for words. I'm really not sure why. Okay, maybe we need to restart the system. Let me go to verify if we install if we have the right limit. 2M, nothing. 16M. Post max size and upload. Yeah, I have to restart it. So it's pretty sure that's the case. If I do this and this, when we go back to the site and load this huge image, yeah, we have 413. Perfect. So we know what's going on. That's good. We have control over it. So for the last time, let me change it again to 16 megabytes. 16 is not the final value. It's something I'm using as a placeholder just to change it to something big and have no surprises. Stop and restart. And this one is not needed anymore. Here we can start NVIM, NeoVim on let's say we want to start from the display. Actually, you know what? Last time, because of the okay, this is a brain fart. Last time we didn't finish our check on all the product pages. Also, we left some var dump somewhere, so I will try to get rid of that. Not here. Let me think. Or maybe. Is it here? No. Is it here? Not really. Where could it be? File HTTP data or multipart form data. File HTTP data. Yeah, there's that. File HTTP data. And that's one thing. The other thing could actually be in log debug. So now that the thing shouldn't print anything anymore, say we change the image with this one. Yeah, it worked. We wanted to check if changes to something in the cart apply correctly to this, and we did, and to this, and we didn't. Type 2 satin, load this huge image, add to the cart, go to the cart. Here we can change this and go to change type 2 satin and about mobile. If we change the model, it says that the image will become null again. Reset to null. Let's upload this one, change to transparent, add a base, and also upload another picture just for the sake of it. Let's make it 4, and this one is not working because we didn't change it yet. So CGI being I know this is kind of unneeded duplication, but bear with me. If it's something that we need to compress, we will do it. Refactor. I think we must go here, and here we are. Not this. And this is not get, it's post. So yep. And if we go to the cart, this is now type 3 with a transparent base, with an image for the base and one for the surface. So this bug has gone. This is solved. Now the next thing is we want to do something about the maximum dimension for the picture. So I'm thinking I don't want the interface is pretty full of text like this already. So adding here some detail about the maximum dimension is not a good idea. It could be hidden inside here, which is not a problem at all. But what we could do is to make it very clear, like showing a dialogue when we try to upload something bigger than expected. But let me just check one thing before, because there's one way to stop it from happening on the client side, which would be good, I guess, because we avoid the user to send us a lot of data just for us to reject it when the data is already in the backend. So man, I'm so sleepy. I'm trying to think where it is. Probably no, it's yeah, it's probably in here. No, File input, okay. src file input. This one. So let's do, oh well, this one not needed anymore, right? Then accept attribute value is a string that defines the file types the file input should accept. This string is a comma separated list of unique file type specifiers. Huh. So let's do this first. We already have it, and it's not working very well, is it? I mean, if I go to you see, that's okay, should be fine, but it's not working, I guess, because even if I no, it's not working, because even if I try to upload something that's not a PS an image or a PDF file. So for instance, let's say I want to upload no, wrong folder. We want to upload I mean, seriously, this guy here is uploading it. I mean, look at this. Yeah, leave me be. Seriously? Trophy.php. Here it is. Application octet stream, and this is the name of the file. So if we move here, this file here is a PHP file. So that that accept attribute didn't help us. It didn't help us. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is here accept. Accept attribute not working. Not properly supported by any of the major browsers. The filter inside the file browser dialog will not work. You could use a JavaScript validation on the form on submit event to verify if the file type is correct, returning false otherwise. Oh god. That's 2010. Yeah, no. It provides hints for browsers to guide users towards selecting the correct file types. It is still possible in most cases for users to toggle an option in the file chooser that makes it possible to override this and select any file they wish and then choose incorrect file types. So we must write some JavaScript, I guess. Oh, no. I'm not doing that. That guy didn't get anything right in that message. You can easily determine the file image type with JavaScript file reader before uploading it to the server. I agree that we should prefer server-side checking over client-side, but client-side checking is still possible. I show you how and provide a working demo at the bottom. So we will have to get our hands dirty with JavaScript, I guess. HTTP docs.js. Let's create a file like this. Debug file submit.js. If we go and see what we have here, is a bunch of other files. This one is empty, inexplicably. Yeah, this is not right actually. And I know that because I already hit that wall in another project. So I'm kind of torn, but we'll do this. And we must should do something like this in our files here too, but import won't load if we don't load files as oh well, not a problem. Everything that we run before other files will be present at the moment the other files are ran. So let's do this. I mean, I could do this. No, wait. Here we have exact. This shouldn't be document, should be window, but we are on the wrong branch. In strange though. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Oh God. Where did we change? Handle card in DB, check out enhancement, dev. I know I changed it. Falling asleep here. I guess it was in I think it's here. Not even here. Why is that? There's something like a window. Oh no, okay. Here we are. This one is the one that changed. Okay. Everything is fine. So this one is right, and this one. Is like this, and we can close it, and now we have it. And we'll go in the page that we're working on, which is this one, and where we render the page we have a bunch of stuff, and the first one will be, again, this is just debug code, so don't worry about the fact that we are importing a shitload of fragmented CSS files and JavaScript files. We'll optimize that later. That's it. And now we should be able to call these functions in these other scripts. So let's say I create a new one. How did I call it? Debug file submit. Here we should be able to do something like what else? Exec ASAP. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the console? Yeah, it's working. So oh god, I'm kind of worried. This is another thing I didn't see coming at all with HTMX. If we go and replace the DOM element on which we put an event listener before, we should put another event listener on the new DOM element. The problem is doing so because we are not changing the DOM from the JavaScript, and so we have some code where we can insert a couple lines, something like that, saying okay, remove this listener, then do your job and make a request, and then add this other listener or something like that. I mean, we can't do that because the DOM modification is handled by HTMX. So we yeah, no, it's complicated. The only thing we can hope for is that we are not swapping the outer HTML, which means the form stays the same, so the listener can stay the same. And that's pretty easy to see because we just have to check for it. Yeah, sure, buddy. Swap beforehand. Ajax target body. The entire body. But we swap beforehand, so no, nothing bad should happen if we add a listener to the form itself. Yeah. This is some poor nomenclature here, but we'll stick with it. One thing at a time. This should do the trick, because if I do something like this, oh no, I don't have, I shouldn't do it to the form. I should do it to the input files, but those are getting swapped, aren't they? Yeah. Kind of a bummer. Average stream bitrate too high. Let me check in a moment. What? It may lead to buffering or quality issues for viewers. It's recommended to adjust your bitrate to a level that matches your internet upload speed and the streaming platform's guidelines. Typically around 3,500 to 6,000 for it. Full HD streams. Okay. Okay. Oh damn. Yeah, I will definitely have to lower the bitrate next time. I didn't know that. Too late this time though, so let's stick to this. The kind of form we care about is not a form at all. It's not a form, it's input type file. Input type file. Yeah. There's the catch. When you see this thing changing here, it's because we're sending requests actually. See. What the hell? No, that's a picture. Here it is. In this case, the entire guy here is swapped because there's the logic I showed you last time or a couple times ago where only 4 out of 5 can be checked. The only possibility we have here, in my opinion, is to use some morphing extension that will change the DOM in place, but I remember having troubles with those too, so I don't know if it's a solution, a viable solution at least. Yeah, we're not doing that. I can show you. Let's see. I do something like this: query selector all array from, and here the query for input with type file. I think where did I end up writing? For let file inputs and then this, but the guy is called file input. Is it submit though? It's not submit. It's kind of post. I can try click. Yeah, it's not even click. This is for extension development or for working with events. Here we are. After request. Is there some before request? Yeah, we already did something with these kind of events, so I'll try to. Oh god, I'm touching stuff in the window I'm not looking at. No, I wanted to go here and better here and check for on-click in my code base. Probably CGI bin, SRC, and include. That's happening in box, well, kind of everywhere. Yeah, actually not in display case. Box panel, for example. So let me think. We could change file input to have a on-click. This is much better. We don't have to set up any listener. How do we call it? Check size, check type, validate. Mime. Oh, we can. If we do this and go here and click on this guy, we should see in console. Yep, it did work. This one is not needed. Yep. So now, it's not on click. It is not on click. We have to abide to the before request event or before send. Before an AJAX request is issued. Triggered right before a request is sent. Let's say this one. Before request. Yeah, I'm already there. And how do we handle the events? Hmm. Yeah, these are the events, but how do you use events? Back there, X trigger. Hmm. Hmm. How I said before request, before send. What was that? What was it? Before request. Before requests. Okay, simply like that. So we do have to register some listener, but we will listen for this kind of event. It's just document. Yeah, document. Add event listener. HTMX. Before request. Too generic. I need some data to decide if I have to do something about the request or not. Also to the body. Yeah, right, because the event are bubbling up to the body. Let's do this. This is gone, and then we used to have images here. Sorry, I'm very slow tonight, but you see, twice. Why twice? I mean, okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because I clicked on the So this one is just one request. 7. Yeah. Now, how do I understand? I mean, probably like this event, or just if e dot target node name, basically. don't know if this will work. I'm just guessing here. Okay. Nope. Target. This guy here, side printed right file, which is hidden, but not what I expected. So it is this one. What about this? This is not triggering anything. This is triggering something. No, nothing happens. Let's go back. This was happening actually, right? Yeah. So it is an element. Yeah, it's not name. I mean, I already did that. So let's see if we're luckier like this. It's always input, but it's uppercase for some reason. So what about this? Checkbox. File. And target type file. Almost there. And this happens even if you change it. Yeah. Now what do we want to achieve? We want to show the model. The model close model. I guess we may want to do something like this. Let's just model close. because it's being showed at the end. Well, we don't. We want to check the size of the file. Check file. Why we have it here? Wait. Window file reader. Oh. Control files. One. Yep. So this is working. This is working. This we don't need anymore. This we don't need anymore. Not this. And here. Files. Type. Files. Name. Files. Size. Okay. So, first of all, cannot upload more than one file. Then say we upload this one. Yes. Array key one. Oh god, what did I do? Undefined array key one. Multi-part form data. What the hell happened? I guess I didn't clean the thing up the way I wanted. Line 59. Huh. Let me see the request. What's wrong with that? Why is that though? then our trusted friend, the log debugger. The bug logger, actually. It did complain, actually, because it's working on deadline for some reason. Oh no, I closed it. Why did I do that? Gotta drink some water. This whole thing is a little bit too brittle for my taste because I'm ending up changing stuff in always the same place too often. Really too often. Reading part headers. True. What was the request again? Content type image JPEG. If it's exactly new line, we jump to the new part. Does this happen? It used to work all the time, so I'm more inclined to think that we did something lately. You see, smaller file gets right through it. In fact, if we go here, you have the new line. But again, when we upload the bigger file, it's not post, is it? It's not post. We may have the same limitation with put. Yeah, you see, it's put. Is there a limit for putting long bodies in PHP, or is it's not if it's not supported? I have to fall back to post even when I don't want to, even if I'd like to go with put in some situation. And okay. Hello, my headphones aren't working right now. Can you chat instead? There's a viewer. Hello. Actually, yes, but I won't be able to explain everything in the chat. What do you mean by join Twitch chat? It's my streaming. My stream. Wait a sec. When did he post this? When did he post this? What time was? Yeah. Very sad I don't have any evidence of what are you talking? Layout one created. Okay. Go away, please. Yeah, probably I lost the only spectator I had. That looks like it. Yeah. Well, or maybe not, because my stream preview is paused, so maybe I'm not being counted as a viewer. We'll see. We will see. This is a post. What about other methods? What about other methods? php.ini. I mean, it's probably faster to do something like this. It's post max size, and there's no such thing as a put or patch max size, I guess. And that's bad. It was 70 minutes ago that Peter Pan followed me. And thank you for the follow, by the way. So it's been a while since he wrote the message. I really must keep the window with the chat open here so I can notice when people is writing. I didn't get any notification or something. Still learning. No, that's something else. Can I click to reply? Can I delete the message from this guy here? Do know. Really don't know. File size on put. It's very strange. Maybe we didn't change this, but I think we did, right? It was something we discussed at the beginning of the stream, right? Please tell me I'm right. It was Docker file. Upload max file size, and it should be 16 now. It should be 16 now. Yeah, maybe the comment. It is. Whether to allow HTTP file uploads, maximum allowed size for uploaded files. It's very strange that we have two different. Let me dig deeper about this, because this should dictate the file size for the other methods, I guess. Why do we have... Oh, nice. Nope. Upload max file size PHP ini. Where's the official? God damn it. Here. Yeah, but they are just assuming we are posting. Do we have to always post? That would fix it. I mean, it was just a matter of style that we used put, because it's more idiomatic to HTTP, but functionally we shouldn't have any issue at all if we go like this. Display case, upload, yeah, image upload. This should go, and is it automatical? File upload. The fastest way to find out is to just change this. Let's say we want to, it's side printed, right? Is it? Side printed. Yes, I think. Inspect. Side printed, yeah. So side printed will not have a different method depending on file name. It will always be post. let's say we do this. Does it work when we try to change this picture with this one, which is way heavy? Something wrong happened. Bad request, because when you say post here, somewhere here, there, where's the request method used? Request method, no, well, yeah, actually here. Request method. Upload. If method equal put or yeah. Here you can see that there's a check about. Let's say this if has no reason to exist. Let's say so. So we comment this thing out, and then this thing out. Yeah. This thing out. This should work. This is just a dirty change that I'm doing to confirm that I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. So this is something we must consider. PHP, it's not supposed to use put to upload files. Can you use put to upload files PHP? Probably not. PHP provides support for the HTTP put method used by some clients to store files on a server. Put requests are much simpler than a file upload using post requests, and they look something like this. Yeah, but if you're expecting HTTP, there shouldn't be any more data in the put request. So what if I'm updating my user? Not only do I put the image, I also put a new name and biography. Will the other string values not be in the same data array as the image? Perform one put request for each action. It will save you a lot of time. Damn it, I was really hoping to consolidate it all to one PHP method for updating a user. Looks like I have to split it up. There is an example of this in the PHP manual. PHP provides support for the HTTP put method used by some clients to store files on a server. I remember reading this when I first implemented the feature. The problem is put is not treating the file according to the post max size. Yeah, well, okay. God. put data comes in on the standard in stream. Not that put data is a file pointer to the file content that is being uploaded. The data is received on the server on the fly, which means available as it is received. When using fopen, one can't parse the data. This can be used when uploading a large file. The file may range from hundreds of megabytes to gigs, where streams plays a major role. Streams make the file data available to script in chunks instead of first saving in the temp folder. Hence, when using the put data fopen, one can't pass the payload as well. If someone wants to pass the payload, the only option is in the URL query. Say, yeah, well. This is one of the downsides of PHP. It definitely should handle put exactly the same way it handles post. There's no reason for me to need to use fopen to read manually and parse manually the body of the request. There's really no reason for that. Post is automatical. I find the files in the super global $_files, and there's that. Here we have to worry and do stuff manually, and I really don't like that. We must say that for some reason it seems like I went down the complicated road, because here there's common pitfalls here. Huh. What's it called? Upload max file size. Let's say if it's true. I'm not finding what I wanted. Can I? It seems to me that post max size and upload max file size do not affect the maximum file size, the maximum body size when the request, the HTTP request, uses the put or patch, it's only put method. Is it true? I set both the the values to 60 megabytes, and when I post an image that is larger than 8 megabytes, is uploaded fine correctly. But when I try to put the same image, what I get from where is it? I close the thing again, right? Yeah. File upload result, file input, file HTTP data, file upload result is used where multi-part form data here. PHP input, PHP input. Sorry, from open PHP input read since truncated as it was before. Not before is not what I want to say. Yeah, before updating post as it was during during post requests, before updating post max size and upload max file size. Yeah, not handled the same way. PHP does not parse multipart, and that I know. Irrelevant for put requests. Post max size still applies, but only in certain contexts, and can behave inconsistently with put. Is that subject? No, it's not. Read the entire PHP input safely. File get contents. Okay, let's try that. Right. Right. Let's try again, but I have to uncomment some stuff. Wait, which is namely this, go here. Bad request. Why is that though? What happened? Oh God. No, it should be fine actually. What if I put this one? No, it's there's something else going on here. Why is it answering 400? What did I touch that I shouldn't have? Oh, spaces probably. Multipart, SRC, multipart. I'm guessing. Well, here everything was fine. Let's try with the small one first. Passing here, so that's working. This may be the reason. Yeah. Let's see. 400, yeah. So we entered file upload, but file upload failed. And when did it fail? I don't expect it to fail there because that shouldn't be the case. It is failing there actually. So this check here is doing something strange. No, no, it's not his fault. I forgot. Yeah. Again, I'm tired. Sorry, guys. File get contents must be of type bool using include, but that's me not checking how the documentation. File get contents. File name. Are we passing two things instead of one here? Oh god, my fault. That's me not refining my utility functions. Line 23, yeah, because now the thing, of course, it's implemented to work with fopen. So in that case, it works. It's just fopen that doesn't work. So file get content works. Okay, I was using fopen instead of file get contents. The file seems to be there if I read PHP input with file get contents instead. Since I'm parsing the body manually, how do I parse the result of file get contents? It asks doing something equivalent to fgets to get one line at a time. Buffered reads. It's what's it called? Oh God, help me. Yeah, form data, yeah. It's a multi-part form data, and I was parsing it manually. Can I still do that using file get contents? You have to manually split on boundary markers. I mean, binary content can include anything, including this. So naive splitting can fail. Well, actually, wait a sec. I just noticed it's 11 and a half. So we will have to stop it here, but next time we will start from here, and I guess we can split on the boundary string. May not be the most efficient thing, but I don't expect this thing to work very much. We'll try. I'd be glad to keep parsing put requests the way we did before. You see here it explodes the request on the boundary. What if it's just because fgets is returning a too long of a string? Maybe it may be that. Let me check. Max, well, I can ask ChatGPT. What's the max length for a string in PHP in bytes? There's no fixed maximum length. I don't think we are exceeding the memory limit. I don't think we are. I mean, it should be very easy to check, because I can do this, go back to put data, fopen php input read, and memory get usage. Oops. It's an int, so we'll do like this. Let's do it. Pending. This should not be, yeah, larger than the limit. So why is it pending though? Do something, man. It broke. Lol. Well, that was not a good idea, apparently. So let me just take note of where we stopped. Flag contents is fine. So parse the put request body from it. I should really save this conversation I had with ChatGPT, because it gives me a good starting point, but it's all about find boundary in the content type header. Explode the string and there must and use file put contents. Save the image. Okay, next time we'll start from here. Thank you for joining me. I'm talking specifically to Peter Pan that passed by before. I hope you can watch the stream later in past broadcasts because and that your headphones are working then. And see you in a couple days. So on Friday, the 30th, 6 p.m. I guess. Must check. I should be a better streamer and check this before I start streaming. My phone is here. Let me see. That's something I need to start to do on a regular basis. 6 p.m. Central European time. So check the programming on my channel. Is there? My wife is looking at me like I'm a monster. And I wanted to raid someone because I always forget to raid someone, and this time I won't. Let's see if we find someone. Putting soul in a Souls-like. That's nice. Probamos otro indie de la comunidad. This one is in Spanish. This guy is developing a MMORPG. Theo, Claude can call the FBI now. Theo is a little bit big. I don't think we. That's it for me. Let's go with Fedson. Hehe. Well, I don't think it really worked, but yeah. Thank you again, and see you soon. Bye bye.